And hello everybody, welcome once again to the What's the Story channel. We are continuing on, if our memory serves correct, we are going to be continuing on with our next section of the raid, I believe, because it was, sorry, but my first time logging in today. I've had a very long, very aggravating day. Hopefully I can quell my frustrations with a little bit of game time and finally getting around to the next portion of this. We have got wing number 1 of the new raid, the Venomous Abyss, under our belts. We saw the last, technically the first 2 bosses of the raid. The last video we did last week, which was Next Zolly and the Twin Fangs. Those, this boss proved to be quite a big old pain in the butt. But we only have two more bosses this time. So I don't know if the third. I'm guessing next week will be the final 3 bosses, unless they're going to split it up and do another 2 bosses, and then the next week after that is just going to be Ula'tek by itself. But yeah, we'll find out. It's well, I know it could be. Oh, actually, you know what? It could be. Oh, I don't know if they're going to do 4 bosses, because it's an 8-boss raid, and they've only done 2 bosses last week, 2 bosses this week, so we may have 2 more weeks. So. Well, you guys know the deal. For those of you that are familiar with my videos, I try to get these done as soon as possible, and I think we may have to wait a couple more weeks, though, because work keeps me busy. Work, you know, real life got to come first, after all. So I may not be able to get into a raid with any of my guilds or anything like that. So we'll just do this as we can, and the next one for sure that is available that I can at least do for you is the second wing of the Venomous Abyss, which is the essence of Venom. Okay, of course it is. And the 2 bosses that we'll be doing in this one are the Entombed Sentinels and Vashnik the Malignant. So, for those of you that are just kind of chilling out watching this video right now, and you're just waiting to see the raid itself, by all means, you don't have to sit here and just listen to me yammer on. You can just wait until we get into the raid, and you can start watching if you just want to watch the gameplay. But for the purposes of the channel, we do like to talk about all the characters, and that includes boss fights that we have actual lore towards. And we get that with dungeon bosses and raid bosses. So let's go ahead and read up on the 2 bosses that we will be fighting in wing number 2. For starters, the Entombed Sentinels. Let's see, and they are the blood of Ula'tek and the breath of Ula'tek, and they bar the way to Vashnik's inner sanctum. Ancient golems that long stood guard within the vaults, now corrupted by the venom of the nightmarish monster they imprisoned. Alright, and I think I may have been under the impression last video that these were actually going to be these folks right here, the Twin Fangs, which I was very foolish, because they do kind of, I mean, it's regular snakes and then snake in stone form. You know, it feels like they just repeated a boss. I really think the creative team just got a little lazy on this one. I really do. Sorry, Blizzard, but you kind of did. All right, so that's the Sentinels, and this is what they look like. Yeah, they're basically just 2 big golems that have snake-like heads. That's the breath. That's the blood, right there. All right, and the other boss is Vashnik the Malignant. This is the guy that they're guarding, and I don't recall seeing this guy pop up at any point. Let's see. So. Let's see. Okay. So within the chamber of virulence, Vashnik the Malignant distills Ula'tek's venoms into ever more lethal forms. The creature lurks in its noxious chamber, brewing foul toxins to empower its brood. All right. So this is. Basically, this is a snake shaman of some kind that specializes in poison. So this is probably going to be a big old poison-themed fight, to the best of my knowledge. All right, so those are the 2 guys, and we will go ahead and queue up for the raid. All right there. Hopefully it won't take too long to get in. It's a little later in the evening now, though, so I don't know how long it's going to take to get in. May take a little bit longer than necessary, but as always, for those of you that know these videos, I will take a little bit of time to learn about these bosses, and we'll learn about the fights before going in, so we're not flying blind, and we can actually read up on the bosses and how to do the fight. What a novel concept, right? Alright, so once again, if you're not interested, fast forward. But if you want to learn about little fights with me and get my kind of take on this, well, then stick around for a little bit. Alright, so for the Entombed Sentinels. Alright, so the Sentinel golems of Ula'tek are filled with the caustic venoms flowing throughout the temple. The breath of Ula'tek animates venom to destroy invaders, while the blood of Ula'tek infects players with deadly toxins. Yeah, they're kind of sort of the same category, but not slightly different kind of thing. One's a poison, one's a bleed. I'm guessing that's probably what it is. Alright, at 100 energy, the Sentinels come together to fill their venom levels with vitriolic stasis. And that is, let's see, they rush together and begin to balance their fluid levels over 30 seconds. This process reduces their damage, taken by 99%, oh, okay, and restores health to the weaker Sentinel until it matches the other. Oh, okay. Aha! Okay, so here's the deal with this particular boss fight. We're already in. Crap, alright. We're already in. Alright, so the one thing I get from that is they need to stay at roughly the same HP. Because if one golem is at 80% health and the other one is at 40% health, then at some point they're going to come together, and the one that is 80% will shield the other one until it's all the way back up to 80%. So whichever one is higher, the one that is lower will get raised to whatever the higher number is.
The heart of the temple. This must be where the soul coilers perform their rituals. Ula'tek's venom blocks our path. We'll have to find another way ahead.
I can sense the spirits of the soil coilers' victims on the ledges above. Perhaps we should investigate.
Alright, so this is, for those of you that are familiar with the first couple of, with the first section of this raid, this is where we face the two giant snakes, the twin terrors, whatever the hell they're called. What the hell are they called? The twin fangs, okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get in here. Venom Fang Juggernaut. Oh, I like the design of the Juggernauts. Those look pretty cool. Acolyte. More or less, they're kind of like the sethrak. Noxus Venom Crest. It sounds like an underboss that gives extra stuff, possibly. Come on, tanks, don't overpull. Don't overpull, tanks. Alright, we got him. Hopefully. Alright, stop pulling, tanks. Stop pulling. This is the big problem with these. Yeah. Okay, we got it. I always hate tanks that overpull. Just because they want to show off. And then the team ends up paying the price. Okay, now we're getting. This is why I hate not having
the combined powers of Ula'tek's venoms. Her breath will dissolve your flesh, or you will succumb to her power.
Alright, there's our golems right there. Alright. The breath of Ula'tek and the blood of Ula'tek. Boom. up to face Vashnik after this. I say make green dots add up to 4. Alright, somebody has done this. Somebody's done this fight before me. That's for sure. Alright. So we have to make green dots, whatever that means. We'll find out soon enough. Oh. Gotta get my health stones. Gotta get that lock candy whenever it's available.
Trespassers must die.
The temple must be resealed. Wither with her poison.
Blood venom rains.
69, 74. Alright. Oh, is this a soak? Oh, that was a soak. Okay. Alright. Alright, I got hit with the soak. Okay. So the blood thing is a soak. Alright, I gotta... Oh, what the hell? What in Sam Hill was that? What was the noxious blast? The noxious droplet violently explodes.
Feel her fight.
Wow, what the hell? Soak the green balls as well. Okay. Alright.
Destroyed.
Alright, well this is a wipe. Well, thankfully this wasn't just me. This was everybody that's not familiar with this.
Wither with her poison.
Alright, take 2. Alright, if this ends up taking a whole bunch of tries, then expect an edit here. But hopefully it won't take too long. Alright, well, take 2. Alright, we gotta soak a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna keep my eyes open. For whatever is being thrown out by these guys.
Trespassers must die.
The temple must be resealed. Wither with her poison.
Okay, so toxic droplets.
Blood venom rains.
Alright, we gotta... Okay, so everybody ran over the green things. I've got stacks of mark of acid. That's not good. Okay, how do I keep getting stacks of acid? How do I take them?
Feel her fight.
This is when damage taken reduced by 99%. Yeah. Okay, how do I get...
Wither with her poison.
Blood venom rains.
with her
Oh,
poison.
okay, all right. So I have to be. Okay, so you get stacks. So you get stacks of something based on how close you are to one of them or the other. Oh, okay, you know, it's a rerun of the... Okay, it's the same kind of mechanic that's in the two big creatures that we have to fight in the... in kind of the battle dome of the second raid in the previous one. Yeah, they redid... What is that one? The one in the under... It's gonna bug the hell out of me. I'm looking it up. And the Undermine. What the hell's the name of that place? In the Bellagio. Yeah, Liberation of Undermine. The Cauldron of Carnage. Yeah, these guys right here, where you're facing, these two guys, where you get stacks of something depending on which one you're fighting at the time.
Blood venom reigns.
Too far away.
Alright, I think we got it. Alright, we got him. Fantastic. Bada bang, we got him. Alright. That's new. That's new. Okay. Well, that's from Deadly Venom on the corner model. Anything to do with spice up. Well, that's a nice little bonus item just in case. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get any of them. You know, it never hurts. Never hurts to give it a shot. Alright, so now we have completed boss number 1. Alright, so barring the initial problem that we had when we first got in here, we didn't know about soaking up the little venom globlets. But once we got through that hiccup, and we knew that needed to be done, then bada bing, we got through it just fine. Alright, now we're going to avoid the river of slime. Ghostbusters 2, here we go. Writhing behemoths. Oh, just kind of nastier versions of the second boss in Fangs. I bet the Skinners get some really good stuff off of those guys right there. And we got another Venomancer at the top of this staircase, I believe. Okay. We're getting hit by that right there. Crying out loud. All right. those suckers is a pain in the butt. Alright. Alright, so once the Venom Dancer goes down, the door opens. Alright. Shriek Coil. A little mini underboss in here. Quick control you. Or 93, as the case may be. I'll get my skin ripped through this place now, just so I can skin these bastards. If we get some fantastic furs off of them or something like that.
How versatile, destructive is her venom. Combined with other elements, I will create the most potent venom Azeroth has ever seen. It courses through you.
So we have our mad scientist boss, which is very similar to our mad. We had kind of a mad scientist theme in Liberation of Undermine as well. I really think they just copied.
Taste immortal. Dash of darkness.
Safety dance. Safety dance. Just gonna avoid all the crap.
It courses through you. Dash of darkness.
About a third of the way done. This may take a little bit of time. So, are we? Okay, so are we moving on? Okay, there's a little discrepancy about whether or not we're supposed to be moving the boss or not.
Burn the skin.
Okay, and he just got empowered by Flame Infusion and Saturn Infusion. So Shroud of Nova.
Dash of darkness.
Alright, so just a little bit of extra stuff right there. Alright. Is... Alright. So I guess there's a couple of different ways that they can do that this fight can theoretically be done. The team is kind of arguing amongst each other right now. You can't see the dialogue because my face is covering it up right now. But there's discrepancy about whether or not we just keep him in one spot or we just move him back and forth onto the other side of the green there. It seems like I think we'll be okay if we keep him in one spot. I think maybe the idea is if we move him around that we can spread out all of these extra little things that he's putting on us that make us spew out those little venom droplets. But I think we'll be okay. I think at the end of the day we'll be just fine.
The shroud falls Its course is loyal. Dash of darkness.
Slowly but surely chopping down the tree. There's nothing more to it. He just kind of recycles the same stuff over and over again throughout the majority of the fight. There's not. It looks like there's not one particular fight change that happens. But we got him. We got him. You're going down, Vashnik. Got him.
Venom still rises.
Venom still arises. Alright, and we get a little achievement for finishing off that boss with the Essence of Ula'tek. That's for taking out the Entombed Sentinels, Nexali and Vashnik right there. Alright, so get that second. And there we go. And that. And a shot at a shot at a ring. Everybody's gonna want the ring. Okay. Well, there you go, guys. There's all. It's pretty cut and dry. Nothing overly exciting. That's just the next couple of bosses. There, we get a little mini storyline with Vashnik, introduced as a minion of Ula'tek, who had a couple of Golem. A couple of Golem bodyguards. That's what I was looking for right there. So yeah, I mean, I like the design of all of the bosses in this one. You know, some fun loot items that I'm looking forward to trying again on other tunes. But yeah, I guess there's nothing more to it than that. We only get those two bosses this week, guys. So we're gonna have to wait until next week, probably, because I'm gonna be awfully busy this week with work, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to kind of hit up on Guild to try and get into the raid itself. If I get into it, fantastic. If not, we're just gonna have to wait at least one more week, possibly two, to get all the remaining bosses done. But that does it for wing number 2 of the Venomous Abyss. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell if you like these videos where we talk about the characters a little bit more than most others do, going into this sort of stuff. So yeah, that's all I can think of for now, guys. So thanks so much for joining me. Probably not going to be back until next week when the next couple of bosses come out. Yeah, unless anything pops up until then. Ta-ta for now.